If you imagine what the universe would look like, you'd probably imagine it looking something like this. But if you would actually look at the stars with your own eyes, it would probably look a lot more different than in the picture. Well, what if I told you that both viewpoints are actually correct? You're probably quite confused right now, and no, you're not colorblind. Unless you are, I can't really know that. But the reason why things in pictures often look different has a lot to do with the way humans see colors. Humans can only see colors from red to violet, but they can't see colors like ultraviolet or infrared. This makes it that certain things look different for us than with a camera. And this is why things you see in pictures can also look very different from things in real life. For example, if you Google what the pillars of creation look like, you'll find different images of how it looks with different colors. This is because with different cameras, the pillars of creation can look very different depending on the camera you're using. For example, this is how the pillars of creation look like in infrared, and this is how they look like if you could see them with your own two eyes. Pretty big difference if you would ask me. This works the same with nebulas, for example, where different cameras can often capture different colors, making them look very different depending on the camera. But this doesn't mean all the pictures you will see about space are gonna be real. Most of them are either made by AI or are just drawn out. For example, black holes. There aren't any real good images about black holes. We only got a couple blurry pictures of them, meaning that most of the pictures you'll see about black holes aren't made in real life. So how do you even know what they look like? Well, using one of the blurry pictures, we can see that the black hole has a disk of light around it called the acceleration disk. This disk is made up of gas, plasma, dust, or particles, and a lot of the black holes have this disk surrounding them. The black hole also bends light, which makes it look different from where you're looking at it, which is why black holes will have different looks in some pictures. Another thing in space that is hard to know if it's real or fake is actually the Milky Way. It's quite hard to find a complete accurate picture on it since we only have pictures from the inside the galaxy. With this, it becomes quite hard to see what the galaxy looks like from the outside. But with the way other galaxies look, the Milky Way would probably look something like this from another galaxy. However, these are not the only way the universe looks a lot different than what you think. If you would right now be teleported somewhere in the middle of the universe, it would probably look something like this. And that is because of how empty and massive the universe is. Most of the universe is full of dark matter and dark energy, meaning that most of the universe is quite boring and uninteresting. Most pictures are all based on all the cool galaxies and planets or nebulas. However, you can see the universe really is not like that. For example, Voyager 1, which is a space probe that got launched all the way back in September of 1977. And after flying for 45 years, you expect it to have been through like half our galaxy at this point, but you would be wrong. It actually is still trillions of miles away from the closest star to our sun. If that doesn't explain how big the universe really is, then I also don't know anymore. Another thing about the universe is sound. You probably have heard the saying, in space, no one can hear you scream. Which is true, since there are no molecules for sound to travel through, meaning that you can't hear anything. However, you can translate magnetic waves to sound, which then you can hear. Just listen to what this planet sounds like. I know about you, but this sounds like perfect background for a horror movie. So, in conclusion, the universe is an unsolved mystery. Something we won't solve for at least another million years. Subscribe, like, and I'm done. Good night. I'm going to bed.
Man, I'm dead.